This year we saw the return of the undefeated Jordan 4s. A few years ago, the Jordan 4 Olive, the Jordan 5 Olive also returned, and Jordan Brand is coming out with a new colorway that features majority olive, and they slapped on gum bottoms, and I'm so here for it. Air Jordan 3 Family Affair. And the shoe is dropping on October 25th for $215 in the United States. Apparently, this was what the Realtree camo colorway that we saw like random images of earlier this year. I'm not actually too sure if this is replacing it and this is the final version, or if we'll see like an actual camo Jordan 3 later this year or maybe next year. And also apparently, based on like early information, this colorway was inspired by like hunting activities and outdoor activities in general. I'm not too sure what Family Affair really is referencing. My guess is they're gonna put some lazy description on the website, might not even describe or explain what Family Affair really refers to. First impressions of the shoe. Olive is one of my favorite colors. Always welcome an olive shoe. On a Jordan 3 as well, love it. On gum bottoms, even better. This, I don't know if it's quite like Michelin star rated delicious, because I do have like one or two nitpicks specifically around the shade of olive on certain parts of the shoe that I think could be better, but this is very close to a delicious colorway. And the materials on the shoe, it is entirely nubuck, and the nubuck here, it feels pretty nice. Doesn't feel super thin, comes in a great color. You can tell that they wanted this to be a pretty special release. I like how that feels. And of course, the most distinct thing about the Jordan 3, it is the elephant print. That actually isn't as thin as the elephant print that came with the OGs. And in terms of the laces, you just get these olive green laces out of the box, no other color. They wanted to go with a pretty monochromatic look, but I think white laces would actually look pretty good with these. Even black laces, just kind of have some contrast to the rest of the colors, but green laces look great too, and at the top of the tongue, you will see the Jumpman logo stitched right there like a regular Jordan 3. And then moving on to the booty of the shoe, of course you get the Jordan 3 booty tab, as well as Nike Air branding. So general rule, OGs and special releases gets Nike Air, non-OG general releases gets a Jumpman. So you can tell that Jordan Brand wants this to be extra special. They treat it with Nike Air branding here. Love how the white is used for it to really pop. That's why I think white laces would look really good with the shoe as well. That looks great. Generally, I do think it is nice to have Nike Air just like especially for OG releases and very special collaborations. But I know a lot of people just want Nike Air stuck on every Jordan 3, Jordan 4, Jordan 5, regardless of whether it's OG or not. And in terms of the cushioning of the Jordan 3, it comes with a polyurethane midsole with a Nike Air unit visible on the heel, of course, as well as one on the forefoot. The Jordan 3 was actually the first time a Jordan Brand shoe exposed the Nike Air there, just like the Air Max 1s. The midsole here, a little bit stale, a little bit too off-white for my liking. I wish they would have went with the white that you see on the booty tab. But what I do love is the gum bottoms on the outsole here. Love gum bottoms. And then this charcoal dark Nike on the cutout there. Again, just like the booty tab. OGs and special collaborations or special releases gets Nike branding there. Non-OGs, general releases gets Jordan branding instead. But look at the gum bottoms. I don't know what it is about like getting older and brown, that the older you get, the more you like brown. It's a weird phenomenon. Someone needs to study it. And the insole of the shoe, almost like charcoal color with orange Nike Air branding, very on theme for fall. This pumpkin-y color reminds me of the undefeated 4 colorway. It is just a dream cell insole. The box of the shoe, again, on theme, olive box with elephant print, orange Jordan in the middle, just elephant print paper inside as well. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a flat and wide footer. Jordan 3s, I usually stick true to size. One of the more comfortable Jordan retro shoes for my big fat ugly wide feet. Fits me pretty perfectly. The cushioning, you can't compare it to like a 2025 shoe. Still pretty ancient, but at least a polyurethane midsole has a little bit of weight savings as well as responsiveness compared to like a very old rubber cup sole. The Nike Air is outdated, but everything above, like how it feels around your foot, feels really good. And that brings the total sole score of the Jordan 3 Family Affair to 30 out of 40. Pretty good score compared to other general releases. First, it is colorway. Majority olive shoe. can't lose with me. It is a winning formula. You add on some gum bottoms. Beauty. Beauty. The green that's on the elephant print, as well as the tongue, I think that's a little too light. That kind of reminds me of like matcha green. So I wish that was a little bit darker. Gum bottoms and olive. Yeah, I gotta say, I really like this colorway. And in terms of the materials, I think Jordan Brand did put a little bit more effort into the shoe, not just from the Nike Air on the booty, but also with the materials used. The nubuck does feel really nice. And in terms of the comfort, the Jordan 3 is one of my favorites in terms of all Jordans on feet. Not a lot of Nike or Jordan Brand shoes fits my wide feet very well, but the Jordan 3 definitely does. It is still pretty heavy, so like still pretty bulky, especially compared to modern shoes, but I could walk around in this all day, wouldn't really have a problem. And in terms of the versatility, the Jordan 3s, of course, one of the more mainstream Jordans ever. And in terms of the wearability of the colorway, it's a bit tougher. Like a full olive shoe, it's not like very standard, like a black or white or gray or even brown in some certain cases. I think it's more wearable, but it is dark enough or kind of earthy enough where I still think it is quite wearable. Perfect time for fall. So yeah, generally pretty versatile shoe. There's been quite a few olive-centric colorways that I really liked. The Jordan 4 Olive itself, very nice. Jordan 5 Olives, love that shoe. Travis Scott obviously has used olive quite a bit in his collaborations with Jordan Brand as well. Where does this rank among all those? Can't say it's like top 3 because there are some really nice olive colorways, but honestly, for me personally, you put a lot of olive on a sneaker and keep it simple, can't really lose in my opinion. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 3 family affair. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.